I know y'all probably heard influencers are going broke. This is part 2, it might be part 3 of me speaking on this. Those that come from Gen Z might have grew up on the individuals, right? They might have grew up on these influencers, watching them when they were young, probably inspired by them, probably seeing them having their way, making a whole bunch of money. They had money to blow, Now, don't got no money no more, They thought that money was gonna keep coming in, not knowing there's a specific time, right? With rappers, if they last 10 years, that's considered a long career. 20 years, that's very rare. Same thing with influencers. They have about a 3-4 year run. Some of them had 10, right? That's epic, but that's not standard. When you are an influencer, you got to take advantage of that opportunity that you got, because you getting a life-changing amount of money if you manage it correctly. Most times they don't manage it correctly. And this is what this video right here is about. People that ran through the bag and don't got none no more. They don't got no more money coming in. Not like they had. Not a buku amount, not a lot. Now they back to normal 9-to-5s and basic lives. Family, you already know what to do. And if you're brand new too, thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out. Smash subscribe to join the tribe. And ring the post notification bell as well. All right, let's get into it. Y'all know how it goes. Let's talk about it.
I get on here complaining that how y'all have to go back working a 9-to-5 because you started balling and spending money like your ass is Dwayne Wade or some shit. Y'all start getting paid from these social medias, and then it's like everything just goes out the window and you just start feeling like you above everything as far as finances. Why, if you starting to get a $4,000 check, you think, oh, let me go get me a high rise in an expensive ass city that you probably paying close to that $4,000 check that you're getting or more, trying to keep up with the Joneses? I really don't understand that. Help me understand that. This girl just got on here talking about how she was making $60,000 from TikTok. I think that's a lot of damn money for each month. How do you blow that much money? And now you're talking about now you got to go back working a 9-to-5. Are y'all just dumb? Are y'all dumb?
The answer is yeah, they are. They lack financial literacy. They lack the understanding of how to invest their money. All they know how to do is create. You can't just give somebody who never had a lot of money. They gonna blow through it. Same thing with the lottery winners. The people that win the lottery, they blow through their money so quick. I mean, that's way more than 60,000 that they get. You could take that, flip that, make 120 a month if you know what you're doing. But most times they don't know what they're doing. They don't have no financial advisors. They don't have nobody in their corner that ever came from money either or ever had a large amount of money. So they can't get any sound advice from anybody. Most times they are dumb though. Yeah. All they know is how to consume. Let me go and buy this car. Let me go buy this house. Let me go buy this jewelry. All right. Let me go get this Benz, Vet, whatever they get, Urus, whatever. Right. Let me go get this luxury car. Let me go get this luxury penthouse. That's all they know.
How hard is it to stay down until you can stack up some extra money? Like, and nobody's saying not to go, get you a new car, say if you don't got no car. Or go get you a used car because your car that you got is not properly working. Nobody's saying not to do those things or to go and put yourself in a better living situation. But it's like y'all get this extra little bit of money and y'all think y'all just overly rich now. Like, and then when shit starts slowing down, y'all looking like, who the fuck done did it? You did it. You did it. I say all that to say, y'all get on here and be fumbling hella bags. And it be pissing me off because certain opportunities was given to the right people. Motherfuckers ain't fumbling that. They not. But y'all, especially in this economy, I don't know what the hell y'all be thinking.
They don't even know the economy is as bad as it is. One thing she said is some people get that type of money and they never fumble the bag. They go all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up, right? They go all the way up. Go to the next level. Jump a couple tax brackets, right? Put the whole family on. I know a trader. He took a $30,000 loan, flipped that to $3.5 million in a year. He's still buying the cars, buying the houses. He investing though. Every day flipping the money, trading, as well as investing into crypto. Invested into a restaurant for his mom. So he doing the right things at the same time. He not just buying cars and jewelry. He is buying it though, but he's also making good financial decisions. That's necessary. But off that 30K, he made some M's. Now, 60K per month. Now, if this specific influencer she talking about made 60K for a whole year straight, that's $720,000. How do you go broke after running up $720,000 in a year? These people didn't come from the struggle. If you come from the struggle, then you are more likely, I ain't gonna say everybody, because like I said, a lot of them run through that check real quick. But when you got that in the back of your mind, like, I never want to go back, That's going to give you the drive to make the right decisions. You're going to do research. You're going to figure out the right information. Trust and believe. Because you know how the bottom feel and you don't ever want to get back there. I guess they never really knew how the bottom felt or something. Or they just straight up stupid. Like she said, they dumb.
So Cooking with Kaya just admitted she's broke after flexing a 2-week yacht trip in Dubai. Yeah, you heard that right. She went from sipping champagne on deck to crying broke online. Kaya said, I went from making so much money to struggling in every way.
How do you... A 2-week yacht trip in Dubai. You know how much it costs to rent a yacht for one day? Matter of fact, for a few hours in that day. We're talking about a 2-week yacht trip. Of course she went broke. She spent every dollar she had to flex low key. That's what it sounded like to me. How do, as soon as you get back from a yacht trip, you announce that you're struggling? What happened in those 2 weeks? I want to hear the full story.
1, 2, 3 missed paychecks away from financial hardship. Girl, how you broke but just came back from Dubai? Who paid for that yacht, Kaya? Don't tell me the allegations were true. To be fair, she's not wrong. Most Americans really are a few paychecks away from disaster. But let's be real. Kaya's fall from influencer luxury wasn't bad luck. It was bad business. She had multiple chances to pivot. When she first went viral, she could have started a YouTube cooking show, 8-minute episodes, brand deals, ad revenue. She could have built an empire. Then came Streamer University, another chance for a live cooking show, a crossover brand, maybe even a cookbook. But instead of building, she just kept posting thirst traps and quick clips. Now she's talking about struggling, but when the money was good, she shaded her boyfriend for not making enough. The irony is poetic because now she's the one counting paychecks. Either way, the internet's watching the clock because when you build fame on vibes instead of vision, it's only a matter of time before the lifestyle collapses.
That's why I say you got to seize that opportunity. Not everybody get an opportunity where they went viral and pretty much everybody know who they are. You got to put a product out. You got to create a course. You got to create some type of community. You got to create a product. Y'all just not hungry enough for the money. Most people hungry for clout and attention. That clout and attention not going to pay the bills. Now she was talking down to her boyfriend for not making enough. Look how the tables just turned that quick. Oh yeah, the Most High will humble those that are not humble, right? He can take it away if you're not showing gratitude. If you using what you got to be like, oh, I'm better than the next. He gonna show you ain't better than nobody. Nobody's better than the next. Now, I don't know much about her, but clearly she didn't make the right financial decisions with the money. Clearly she had some money coming in. She had to. If she got a YouTube channel, she had to have some decent checks. If she was in the TikTok creator fund, she had to have some decent checks. I don't know. They said she was posting clips. Clips really don't pay that much unless you're getting millions of views. But maybe she was. For her to be able to, take luxury yacht trips and whatnot. You want attention that bad that you just blew everything you had to go on a yacht trip, came back and realized, oh, wait, I'm struggling now. It's a lot of people in this world, they're reactive. Make decisions, then react to it later. I'm about to book this trip, go out of town for 2 weeks. Then after the trip, realize, oh, wait, I'm broke now. Why didn't you strategize that? You should have went for 2 days. Got your content, use that to monetize whatever it is that you're selling. Clearly nothing. Image is everything when you're in the content space. I know why people spend money and make it seem like they live in a better life than they are because they have to keep up that image. That's why you got to be conscious or cognitive of what brand you build, what type of brand you build. Is there longevity in it? Are you passionate about it? Is this something you want to do long term? If you got a brand based on a luxury lifestyle, you got to keep spending money to keep up with that fake lifestyle that you're promoting out there. That's why most of these influencers are going broke. They really don't got it like that, and they got to act like it for people to like them. They really don't like you. They like your lifestyle. When you build a brand for spreading knowledge, for instance, people love me for my knowledge. Y'all say it all in the comments all the time. I don't got to promote a fake lifestyle. I just got to sit in front of this camera. All glory be to the Most High Yahuwah. Let's keep it going.
The influencers from a decade ago that are broke now were living paycheck to paycheck. As soon as that money came in, it went straight to vanity purchases and bills. There was also this trend where as soon as the views went up, they ran straight to LA, New York, or whatever expensive city they could find. And with that change, they got bigger bills and also new content. That new content may have not been received well, and they got less views, and the money went down also.
As soon as you touch a little money, you shouldn't be running to LA. You shouldn't be running to Miami. You better go to a state where the cost of living is low and you can get a bang for your buck. That's what's smart. You can get that same penthouse, let's say, for instance, for $2,000 or $2,500 per month that you will be paying $20,000 per month in LA. That's smart. Okay, cool. You got to promote, the luxury lifestyle. You want to live good. Move somewhere where you can do that within your budget. It don't make sense for you to get that type of money and you're still in survival mode when you don't have to be. You should be working smarter, not harder. You shouldn't have to put in the same amount of work that you did when you was broke because you have to keep up with the bills. Not because you want to, not because you grinding, because you have to. If you stop uploading or miss 1 or 2 checks, then you're homeless. That shouldn't be the case for you. Forget buying things to impress other people that don't even like you or care about you. But in this day and age, we got flex culture. Everybody want to flex. And I've been looking up a lot of these creators, seeing how much they make. I look up how much they make, and I'm like, they make about what I make or a little bit more. And I'm a small channel. I'm not viral. I'm not famous. I'm not none of that. But y'all got all of these luxuries, and I'm like, man, it's getting bad. They gonna lose it all. I'm seeing it. I'm all about investing every dollar, trying to make my money make more money. Every dollar is an employee. They have to go out and bring me back more. But I'll be doing the numbers, and I'm like, wow, these people really not making that much low key. It just looked good.
You know, the discourse this week that people are having about influencer culture and how that one creator made a video basically saying that influencers are one check away from, what did she say? Something along the lines of influencers are one check away from welfare. That honestly reminds me of when Instagram influencing became popular and people would say, you know, the girls that are going on trips are actually getting pooped on. The girls that are going on trips are actually getting pooped on by the men in Dubai, and that's how they're able to afford all this travel and stuff, and da-da-da-da. They all have sugar daddies, you know, they're all doing this, they're all doing that, right? And I think the same thing now that I thought then, which is that whole sentiment, while for some people that may be a true situation, the undertones behind that sentiment is just rooted and seeping in jealousy. And I just say that because if in order for you in your mind to be able to justify influencer culture or make yourself feel better about the lives that other people are able to achieve and live, if in order for you to feel better about your own life, you have to like justify it with some kind of, you know, terrible circumstances behind the scenes, then you're just jealous.
You just don't know enough, because that's been going on. They've been getting flued out to the dudes in Dubai that pay them to hit it. You know what I mean? That's been going on. She just lacks understanding, for real. See, behind the scenes, behind those doors, to get to the next floors, these people got to do something strange for that change. They got to sleep with who they going to sleep with. It's the same like the dating culture. To get them bills paid, they sleeping around with everybody, whoever willing to pay, you know? It's really not what people think. The influencer culture, celebrity culture, it's not what people think. It's all a facade. These people really don't got it like you think. Some of them got less than me and you. It's people paying for them to drive around in those cars. It's people paying for them to live in those penthouses. It's people paying for them to take them trips. In return, they getting it on the back end, right? Making that back bend.
Because at the end of the day, some people really got it like that. So it's like, if there has to be some kind of terrible condition in order for you to feel better about people making videos for a living or taking pictures for a living or, you know, shouting out brands for a living, if in order for you to feel better about that, you have to like justify it with some terrible extenuating circumstances, then at the end of the day, you're just a hater. You're just a jealous hater. Like, that's all that it is. I did see the original video, and there were certain points that I agreed with, in the sense of like, I think that in today's day and age, a lot of people do things because other people are doing it, and they make videos about things because other people are doing it. But it's like, you have to put it in context of the world that we live in right now. It's like, if me talking about a popular topic or doing a popular thing is going to make me a bag, then so be it.
Now, look, I agree with her to an extent because, yeah, there are some people out here that's really running that checkup, getting paid off of sponsorships, promotions. Content is currency, just like with TikTok Shop, for instance. If you can generate a business money coming from your audience, say it's in the same niche or niche, then companies will pay you to promote their products. You know, act like, hey, I use this hair growth oil. I spray it in my hair every day. You should too. Or look, shout out to this clothing brand right here. This hoodie is nice, soft, comfortable. You could say something like that, and then all of your followers will be like, okay, let me go ahead and buy that hoodie. Or let me buy that hair growth oil because I want my locks as long as YT's. You see what I'm saying? If you have that type of influence, then yes, you can make a check off of that. You can get good money just for a promotion, just for putting a story up on Instagram, posting a TikTok video, or putting an ad in the middle of your YouTube video. It's a bag and all of that. Content is currency, content is king. But you got to be about your business. That's all I'm saying. You got to be about your business. A lot of these influencers are not about their business. The ones that are, they have a business. They have an LLC. Because it's levels to being an influencer, mind you. This influencer title, you got the influencers that just know how to put out videos. That's all they know how to do. Then you have the influencers that they use video content, reels, long form, short form. They use it all in order to generate organic traffic to their funnels. It's called getting leads. They know how to get leads organically, meaning without spending any money on advertising to get sales. They might link you to a webinar. See, those are the influencers that's running up the check. They can have a small platform. Everybody might not know them, but they have a small niche community, a cult-like following of people that support them. Or they have a product that's a solution that solves a problem. If you can solve a problem, you will never be broke. You find a problem within the market space, you present the solution to the people and people will buy it, right? Some people like to spend money to save time. Those are different type of influencers than the ones that we're speaking about that's going broke back to 9 to 5s. Ones that don't know how to sell nothing other than their self and they soul.
And that's where I think accountability has to come in on the part of the watcher and the people who's consuming this content, right? Because there are plenty of content creators that make wholesome, smart, thoughtful content that has nothing to do with consumerism or Pilates or getting their hair done or anything. Are there girls who do that? Absolutely. And there's a place for them, of course, because if there wasn't a place for them, their videos wouldn't be blowing up. They wouldn't have followers. So it's like, to judge people because of the content that they choose to produce, I feel like is just hater behavior, because there's an audience for everybody. And also, some people who make videos make it because they like making videos. It's because they like to talk. They like to see themselves on camera. So for somebody to be like, yeah, you're not interesting, nobody wants to watch what you're watching, who said they were making it for the audience? I just think there's a difference between a valid critique and you just saying something because you're low-key a hater. And another thing, the concept of people doing things because other people are doing them is not new. That's quite literally where the phrase keeping up with the Joneses came from. People have always done things because other people have been doing them. Like, this is not something that's new to our society or new to human behavior in general. And on top of that, the algorithm only shows you the things that you're interacting with. So if you don't want to see girls going out and getting their hair done and doing Pilates on your timeline, don't interact with girls going out and getting their hair done and doing Pilates on your timeline. Why don't you use the search bar to search up something that interests you? It's Spooky Lake Month. I was looking up submarines yesterday. Like, we all have control over our lives and over what we choose to interact with and deal with.
What kind of world do we live in where we're getting happy off of somebody going broke? I'm seeing everybody talk about, oh, Cooking with Kaya, you know, she had 2 million followers, she had so much money, and now she made a post saying how she's so down bad, like 1 paycheck away from losing fucking everything. And the first thing I see is grown-ass women commenting, oh, well, that's what she gets for trying to take people's mans. That's what she gets for only shaking her. Like, y'all do realize she's a young girl, and sometimes when you get all that fucking money at once, you don't know what the fuck to do with it. You don't know if you want to use it to pay your bills, you don't know if you want to use it to have fun, you don't know if you want to save it, you don't know if you want to pay off your mom's mortgage, you don't know what the fuck you want to do. So for y'all sitting here judging her, talking about, oh, she should have did this, she should have did that, how about instead y'all give her fucking advice? Like I said, she's only in her fucking 20s. She went viral off of looking good as fuck and cooking. So maybe she should start streaming all of her cooking segments. At the end of the day, she's only going because she had no manager, you know, helping her in the right direction. Oh, PR collabs, do this, do that. And especially when you go viral for like being pretty and stuff, you have to keep up with it. You're not going to stay viral forever. And that's what I'm saying. Like right now, she knows streaming is popping. Start streaming. The numbers is not going to be hitting right away, but it's going to start hitting. Like, I genuinely feel so bad. And mind you, she lost her sister in the process of all of this while she was getting fame. So that goes into her not being, like, not handling her money, like, accordingly, properly. But that doesn't mean the whole fucking internet comes and starts applauding her being broke. Like, that's so weird. Like, that really, really is. And the fact that it's mainly women, like, grown-ass females saying shit like that is beyond me. Like, give that girl a break. Help her out.
You shouldn't celebrate nobody's downfall. You shouldn't prey on nobody's downfall. Being young and getting a lot of money and using that this person is young, it's not an excuse to me. I've been interested in financing since I was 7 years old. When I first learned that there's something called a computer and there's something called the internet, I've been locked in. It's all about what you dedicate your time to, what you focus on. If I got $1 million at 7, I would have knew what to do with it then. Mind you, I'm not like most people. I get that. Most people don't care about financial literacy. It also was not taught in school because they don't want you to know about it. They don't want you to know how to manage your money, how to think like a millionaire and a billionaire. But these are the people that I study. What are they doing with their money? Oh, they believe in owning nothing and controlling everything. See, while the world believes in owning everything personally in their name, he broke because he don't got this, he don't got that. Well, the billionaire doesn't have that. He rents what he needs. He rents where he stays. He rents the car that he wants to drive. That way he doesn't have to keep up with the maintenance, and he's not looking at it like a liability. He's investing into assets. You are your greatest asset if you invest into yourself. This is what more influencers need to understand. Assets over liabilities. If you focus on all assets and then you spend the money that came back from an investment, you'll never go broke. When you get that money, you should be deploying it into investments. You shouldn't be keeping it in a bank account because every time they print more money, you lose purchasing power. That's what's happening right now in the economy. So $100 is like the new 20 now. That's why you have to put your money into things that protect and hedge against inflation as well, like cryptocurrency, like gold and silver. I could give advice. If they needed advice, they could hit me up all day. But I don't think being young should be an excuse. Maturity doesn't come with age, nor does wisdom come with age for everybody. They say it do, right? As you get older, you're supposed to get smarter, but some people never do. Some people actually get dumber as they get older, make worse financial mistakes. It's all predicated upon the individual for real and how bad they want to learn. Most people that have this knowledge, they've wanted to get this knowledge. They sought out this information to get it. Once again, school does not teach it. They didn't just turn 50 and all the information was poured upon them. Oh, wait, I'm 50 now, so now I know how to manage my money. If you didn't know how to manage it at 20, 30, 40, you're not going to know how to manage it at 50. I got family members still dumb as a rock, no matter how old they are. Now, this video is from 6 hours ago. An interview with Sean Cotton of Say Cheese. FYB J Mane reveals he's going broke and is officially a barber. What happened with him is one of his social media platforms went down and he lost some of his income. And I'm going to speak on that as the video go. But I just want to speak on what's going on with FYB J Mane. I remember he had that big old stupid chain on his neck. I don't see him with that no more. He got the Cuban on. You got to make smart financial decisions. Once again. Same lesson for each person.
Sean, you late.
It do hit different, man.
Sean, you late. Break this shit down. I got another job to do, Sean. I'm a barber now. It hit different. I got another job to do.
Okay, my nigga got a new occupation.
They took my Facebook, Sean. It hit different. I ain't making a lot of money. You told me the next Say Cheese interview, you was gonna double it up. Why the f is my money?
All right. I'll add another 2 to what I told you today. I'll add another $2,000.
Damn, you.
Although Rainwater never paid you, I'll add another $2K to that.
Hey, where's your man's at? I can't find him. He's somewhere in Dallas with finesse 2 times, all type of shit. Let's break that shit down.
That's between y'all, man.
Now it's between us. Stop introducing me to niggas, Sean. That's why we doing this solo interview. I asked V, I say, V, who I'm doing this interview with today? Because I'm not on that type of time. Ain't paying money. I got kids and shit. Break this shit down, Sean. Just, what is my asthma pump?
Yeah, man, take your asthma, man. We don't need you passing out like King Yellow on the platform, man.
He passed out?
Damn,
I gotta check on Yellow.
Yeah, he been having seizures and shit, man, drinking, getting drunk.
I'm sorry. See, my client is here for his haircut. I'm sorry. You gotta wait, sir. You gotta wait. This'll be, Sean, how much longer? My client is here for his haircut and shit. He in the background saying shit.
About 30 minutes. About 30 minutes.
We got another 30. Can you wait? Yeah, like, break this shit down. Like, this is an important phone call. This, I can't do heck. Sean, I got a lot of jobs right now. After I cut his hair, I'll be at McDonald's. It hit different. They took, an Indian man finessed me. So if y'all got Facebooks and shit, don't trust, I ain't saying don't trust Indians. Shout out to the Indians, but it was an Indian male that confiscated my Facebook and I was making thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars off this Facebook account. And that's what? Taking money and money and money and money and money out of my daughter's mouth, bro. So the amount I was sending my baby mama, she ain't getting that amount no more. Why? Because they whooping me. Now, funds a little lower, but it's still decent because it's LJ Mane. Do your homework on other baby daddies ain't sending shit. So better be grateful. Break shit down.
All right, now look, this is why you can't depend on just one platform, right? When you put all the control into the platforms and that's your main income, it just take for the one platform to go down, go out of business. Like, remember, I don't know if y'all remember Vine. It was people on Vine that was famous. Vine went down. We don't know what happened to them people, right? Same thing with this. Facebook was his bread and butter. Same goes for influencers. One income is too close to none. Just like that, his page gone. He got to be cutting hair now. He got to become a barber, pick up multiple hustles outside of what he's passionate about, outside of what people know him for, which is comedy, funny videos. This is why you have to control your traffic and monetize outside of the oppressor's platforms. I'm going to say it as it is. You got to own and control your own traffic and data. You can't have the big tech platforms control everything. If they can just snap a finger and take you offline, now your money gone. Now your lifestyle has to come back down. Now you back in the hood, right? You went from eating steaks to eating noodles again. Now you eating oodles and noodles and toaster strudels. It happens all the time. If he had an email list and let's say he was on Rumble or he had his own website that he developed where he sold his content there. Hey, look, my platform went down. If y'all want to see me, y'all gonna have to catch me here on Patreon or on Discord or on Rumble or on jmane.com. Y'all gonna have to catch me here. It's X amount of dollars per month. I would love to see y'all support me. You know how many people will probably support him? Hey, look, I'm not posting no more videos on Facebook, even if they give me my page back. Make some type of incentive. Give them a reason to want to shop with you and support you. You might throw them a free t-shirt or give them some type of look. It could be tiers. Look, if you spend $30 per month, it's this tier. If you spend $50 per month, it's this tier. You spend $100 per month, you're going to get a t-shirt. You can get a personal call from me, one-on-one with me, where I can teach you how to get into the content space like I did and blow up like I did. You know, whatever. Knowledge really is power. We can't be dumb in this hour.
To all the influencers who apparently was making a whole bunch of money and now y'all are going broke, I want to say, I am not sorry for you. I'm not sorry for you. I can't bring myself to be, because you have to be a fool to make all this money through your hard work, only to go ahead and spend it on tomfoolery. I couldn't do it because I dream every day about having the type of money you have. And I have a whole plan laid out. Forget the cars. The toys are for the future, right? I would get myself a Toyota Crown, buy it off right, no car payment. That car's gonna last me a decade. Cars, done, right? Oh man, I'm gonna get me a nice apartment, pay my rent a few months, maybe even a year in advance. Y'all tripping. Y'all need to have a plan. I can't understand how you don't. I'm waiting for the day that I get a lump sum of money. A lump sum of money from all the work that I'm putting in. I know how I'm going to spend it. It's going to be wisely. It may not be the wisest, but I promise you, I'm not going to go broke. How y'all going broke? Y'all are fools. I'm broke and I manage my money pretty well. So that rule where it's like, oh, if you don't know how to manage money now, you won't know how to manage money when you get rich. Not going to be me. Not gonna be me, because I am broke, but I am proper broke. I'm using my money the right way, even though I ain't got a lot of it. So the ones that are going broke out there, that's on you, my boy. That's on you.
That's right. You got to know how to manage a little first. So when you get a lot, you know how to manage a lot and you don't blow through everything you got. That's a smart brother right there. You got to know how and what you going to do with the money. Most of them, they don't even know. I ask people all the time, even just what do they want to do in life? A lot of people be like, I don't know, but I want to do something. I want to get rich. If you don't know how you going to get rich and how you going to maintain those riches, it's a setup for destruction. Somebody could throw you $1 million right now, and it's going to end up right back with those same communities, right back in those same hands. Just like with the pandemic money. Everybody was given tens of thousands. Some people scammed tens to hundreds of thousands. And that money went right back into the same communities. It went right back with those people who hate you. Y'all buying they shoes, they don't even want y'all to wear them. Let's talk about it. You see what I'm saying? A lot of them racist. Y'all spend money with the racists, but didn't spend no money with your community. That's the sad thing. We as a people, and I'm speaking for my black and brown people, we are some of the biggest consumers, if not the. We create wealth. We create culture, but we don't maintain that wealth and we sell out our culture. We let other people come in and be culture vultures. We spend our dollar with the other communities to support them, but won't support one another. Make up every excuse in the world of why you can't support your people. That's why the dollar only stays in the black community for such a short amount of time. The lifespan of a dollar in the black community is 6 hours. 6 hours after we as a people get paid, that black dollar is gone. It's helping feed other people that don't look like you and me. And shout out to everybody else that don't look like you and me. Y'all the example, to be honest. Y'all the example. Y'all know what to do with it. But look, I ain't gonna go in on the tangent at the end. I appreciate y'all for watching, family. Drop a comment below. Let me know what y'all think about this. It don't make sense why influencers can make that much money and go broke, my opinion personally. It just doesn't. It happens all the time. People just reckless with the money. And I said the reasons why. What do y'all think the reasons are? I appreciate y'all for watching. Peace. To my Hebrew fam, shalom. I will catch y'all on the next one.